Well, I hate to be critical after a loss, but that was as bad as we could play from start to finish. And give Wisconsin just played hard, and we had we scored. Maybe it was bad. We scored the first shift, and we went easy mode. We turned the puck over. We tried to score on the rush. We didn't get pucks deep. Established no forecheck. The most their defensemen, broke a sweat was in warm-ups, and that was it.
Glaring that you had 6D in there tonight. Were some of the injuries and maybe the youth back there show a little bit?
No.
Okay.
No. It was all on our forwards tonight. We gave them a free pass tonight.
You mentioned the good start. I mean, Mason Nevers makes his return felt right away. Had to be good to have him back in there.
Well, it's kind of fun, we get the first shift of the game, we get the puck deep, and we score a goal. And Jimmy Clark's line got it deep a few times, and I'm not sure the rest of the time we got pucks deep.
No. Goaltending, seemed to hold you in there for a time. Any positives you take away from this, or?
No, no, zero positives tonight, and I hate saying that after a loss. When we made it 2-2, we kind of had we had a few minutes where we felt better, but then we broke down and made mistakes, and then we got behind the game, and then we never wrestled. We didn't put up a good wrestling match to get it back. Okay.
Thanks, Bob. Bryce, what was the message after the second period, where it seemed like things were going pretty well, and then Wisconsin really took control there?
I mean, they were just playing the game the right way. They dumped every single puck deep, and they got all over our defense, and that was kind of our game plan, and we didn't really stick to it. So, they played the game the right way, and they stuck to it the entire time.
You've got your line reunited, first shift, you get a goal. I mean, that had to feel pretty good. And then what happened beyond that point?
Yeah, I mean, it was a good play. We got the puck deep, got it up to the D, and had a net front presence. And so, I think that was probably one of 4 times that we did it the entire game. So, I think we got to be a lot better at that tomorrow.
You're not one to make excuses, I know, but there are a couple guys missing on defense. Did you see, maybe some of that with Wisconsin, pressing the younger guys tonight?
No, I mean, every D in our team is capable of stepping up and filling up those positions. So, it's just they played the game the right way, and it likely would have been the same way with anybody else back there. So, they were all over us the entire night, and they stuck to it the entire time.
Kind of a learning game for your team, maybe, especially this early in the season. That nothing's going to come easy, even though you're the number 1 ranked team in the country.
Absolutely. I mean, we're just glad we get to come back and play tomorrow instead of having a full week to kind of marinate with that one. So we'll be a lot better tomorrow, and it's going to be a different game.
Just generally, how nice was it to have Mason back there?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's a guy that you trust. It's a guy that you know where he's going to be all the time. So it's good playing with a familiar face.
Thanks, Bryce.
Thanks, Bryce. Mason, let's start with the good news. You probably couldn't have drawn up your return to the ice in your first shift any better.
Yeah, it felt good, definitely, to get the crowd going and get the guys back into it. Those are key, big-time start, and would have liked a better result, but it's the best you can do off the first shift. So,
was there, your coach said after that, dream first shift, it seemed like some guys thought it would be easy mode, I think was the word he used. Just, was there a sag there, or what do you think?
Yeah, it felt like, it seemed like we kind of were trying to play summer hockey, trying to score every shift. When you get a positive result like that right off the get-go, you kind of think, it's going to could be a little easier, and you're going to get a lot more goals. And I think we kind of played into that narrative that we were going to, get a lot of shots and a lot of goals without really kind of getting our ground game going and our forecheck. And the way we scored right there was just a retrieval down low and hard work and getting to the net. And that kind of wasn't the recipe that we had for the whole night. And it'll be something we'll be looking to do tomorrow night.
As a veteran, how does a team bounce back from a loss like this?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of just built from within. You see, it looked like they just outcompeted us. We were a little flat tonight, and like you said, it seemed like we thought it was going to be an easy night right from the get-go, and it's not going to be when you got a rivalry game and they're coming into your home barn, and you just kind of got to watch film. Take the punches to your chin and get back and get ready to work, because that's going to be the recipe tomorrow. So.
Just for you, how good did it feel to be out there with the bright lights on?
Yeah, it was really good. It's always tough watching, and unfortunately got to miss out on the North Dakota series, and that's kind of a big one, and when you commit to the school for, so that really sucked. And you know, it gave me a little bit of perspective just watching, and getting ready to get back out there was awesome, and playing felt great. Just kind of got to get in more shape, a little game shape, and be ready, but get better each and every game, and so looking forward to it.
Took Charlie a little while, but he got his first one against his dad's old team. That had to be pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, it was awesome. You know, he's been getting close too all year, and was close towards the end of the year last year, and he's been working. He had a good summer, so a lot more positive things to come from him.
Seems like that line is really building. You know, Jimmy's been right in the mix of things, and you know, they get one tonight.
Yeah, they were our best line tonight for sure because they kept it simple and, you know, got pucks deep, got a forecheck going, and we'll watch that in film, kind of break it all down, and be ready to go tomorrow.
Bryce said it's nice that this is the first game of the series and you don't have to sit and think about it for a week.
Exactly, yeah. The best part about this whole situation is we get to play tomorrow night, and, you know, you can talk the talk, but we're going to have to come and get ready to go tomorrow.
Thanks, man.
Yep.
You know, when they made that push, you know, we had a good start to the second period. If you turn pucks over against a team like that, they throw it right back down their throat, they'd hit. You know, I thought our goaltender stood tall when we broke down. I thought he made a save when we needed to. And you need your goaltender to do that.
He said Paul, is he's one of these guys that had to learn to accept a different message. How have you seen him do that? And he has an A for a reason, I think. That he's been
Actually, I thought from day one, he's been a driver of the culture piece of, hey, he bleeds for Wisconsin. And so, to me, I think he's gotten into a position where he's okay leading by example, which then in turn allows him to pull a guy aside and say, hey, you know what? Here's what the Big Ten's about, because he's played the league before. And so he's been a leader in a lot of different ways for us.
Like that first 2 minutes, you know, you give up one literally on the first shot, and you think, oh boy, here we go, and then you come right back and toward the tie quickly. Just how important was that to answer right away?
It was really big. I've been in this building before, and a pebble turns into an avalanche in a hurry at times. And like I said, not the perfect start. For us to get back to square and the guys to have a little bit of an exhale there, I think was really important tonight.
When you were introduced as the coach, I remember you talking about your friendship with Bob, and one of the things Brian Posick said was, you know, you're going to have to beat him now, and you checked that off the list right away.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I had a chance to see him a little bit today when we came to the pregame skate, and he stopped over, and we'll be able to get our time.
Yeah, it's cool.
got a pretty good run against him going. In all honesty.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to tell you, go ahead and go back and feed the run that he was on. I'm still trying to catch up. All right. So if you go back far enough, it was a long run, and it still is.
Kind of crazy though. Did you ever make eye contact with him and think, you know, it should have been team in purple and a team in red, and now it's, you know?
I didn't think about it that way. No, you know what? I saw him and his staff a little bit before the game and just recognized each other. And spoke with respect for him, and you guys know that, what he does and how he does it. Thanks, guys.